Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, for the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. First down here for this offense. The offense with some pre-snap motion. They begin with a quick throw to the left. Finds room at the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. Quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Gain moves it to the 35. First down again. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Now it's second down here. Going to run it. It's Davis. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. That's an explosive gain. They've got him, but they gain all the way to the 28.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
This Mississippi State offense is quickly moving down the field. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
A Pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Returner choosing to field this one. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Now from the pistol formation. Back to pass. It's Aller. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. That's good for a first down near the 40.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside, their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
And tackled after a small pickup there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They bring him down after a short gain there.
Early on in the football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to their offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
The pass is off target, yet hit as he threw as the third down pressure works. Now moving the receiver now before the snap. Needs a completion here on fourth down. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
And here comes the Mississippi State offense back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shot near midfield.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Using his legs, it's Singleton. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this first down. And, Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area, Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, they've been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades, going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson and Miles Sanders more recently, and, of course, Saquon Barkley. The list goes on of great Penn State running backs. I'm sure they're proud to see him running the football the way he is today.
Nittany Lions have first and 10 here. Looking downfield, it's Aller. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Well, that's just textbook right there. Great timing and recognition by the quarterback. Great route by this receiver. He gave a nice stem to the outside before he went to the post. Perfect timing, tough to defend, and an easy touchdown for this offense. And
he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And they'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Mississippi State offense is back out there now. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Inside the 20. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes the catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? It's a 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Back to throw. It's Allen. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. An explosive gain, big play, moves the ball inside the 40. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Pitch play to the back. They make the stop to get the ball carrier down.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Second down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, drops back. Running out of time in the pocket. Down he goes. A sack.
Man, I love to see these big fellas get a chance to make a play. Usually it's the guys on the edge, linebackers, but here, the nose guard comes up with a sack.
That sack makes it 3rd down. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. He'll take a deep shot here. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring.
And here comes the Mississippi State offense back out on the field. Last possession, a 1-play lightning strike with a big touchdown pass. And the defense make adjustments here. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Looks like Mississippi State will have the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Using his legs, it's Davis. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Looks right for a quick completion. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
And the running back takes the handoff. Brought down, but it's past the line of the game.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Mississippi State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw it from the red zone. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Now the important point after attempt. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now they get set to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Takes the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Tackle made after a big gain.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple of blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Dropping back, it's Allen. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Makes the catch downfield. And they bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, in the completion. 1st and goal. A good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State. And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's tackled just short of the 25. Mississippi State offense is back out there now. The last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. On the run, he'll let it go. He pulls it in for a big gain. He tackled him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. Looking to throw it on first down. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, they're going to go with a play fake here. The only problem is no one on the defense bit at all on the play action. The results are a big sack for this defense.
This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. And the wideout goes in motion. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Rifles this football to the left. The pass is caught, but they say he's out of bounds, so an incompletion.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. The tight end goes in motion before the snap. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Mississippi State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking to pass. It's Manning. And it's incomplete. Comes up a little short on that throw. So 2nd down after the incompletion. Takes the handoff. It's Davis. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So they elect to send out the field goal unit, trying to add 3 points to their total before the end of the half. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And he knocks that one right through. And they add to their lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for three, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. He'll call for the fair catch here. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. The secondary backed up off the ball now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And they get him down what will be the final play of this first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. They'll return it from inside the 5. He stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. First play of the drive, they look to the right. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Using his legs here. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. To throw, it's Allen. Fires it to the wideout. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, that one's picked off. Look out, he's got some space. Past the 20. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw. Comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school. Shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands. Takes it in for a touchdown.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Penn State offense comes back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. And someone moved just a bit too early. It'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Back in motion now. Looking downfield. It's Aller. Catch hauled in here over the middle. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
Brings up second down.
Second down, we're going to throw it. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way. Can they stop him? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And here comes the Mississippi State offense back out on the field. On the flag is out before the snap. The defense may have been a little bit over-eager that time. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, it seemed like the offense is trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
It's 4th down and 4 as they try to keep the drive going.
Ringo! Let's go!
Takes the ball and heads to the left. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down.
It makes sense going for it here. You're kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Takes the toss, testing the right side here. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but
and he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Right, risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. Play action here on first down. He's looking deep here. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
What a big play here by the quarterback and the receiver. By having an opportunity to make that big play, now they have a chance to put the ball in the end zone.
Scanning the field, it's Allen. Got him for a sack, a big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense. And the Nittany Lions will come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's escaping the pocket now. There's a shot toward the end zone. Pass falls incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out. The officials make the easy call. Quarterback was well past the line of scrimmage before throwing the ball. One of those critical third down plays coming up. Here's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And the ball is picked off. Going the other way. Can they catch him? Across midfield. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. A solid return to set up his offense.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the back now goes in motion. Fighting him off. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Mississippi State 31, Penn State 14.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play.
Yankee blue. Flag.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense getting set up. Here's second down.
691. Gators score.
Back to throw. It's Manning. He lets it go on the move. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get it down.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Linebacker shifting around now. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Important second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And it's the senior getting home with the sack. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Going for a big play downfield. And he's got it down there inside the 35. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. No chance to catch him.
What a well-designed play here by this offense to get the ball to the gifted tight end. Of course, he's got the size, but here he shows you the speed that he has in outrunning the secondary into the end zone for a big touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field to move this one away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. The Mississippi State offense is back out there now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They start the drive giving the ball to the receiver in an end around. The gain moves the ball to a 34.
Well, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
Jackrabbit. Slide 22. Slide 22.
And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
What a job at the line of scrimmage by this defense. Looked like a no-brainer. Second short, easy first down. No. Denied. Stop. Bring up third down.
Can he get there on the ground? Looks like Mississippi State will have the first down.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
They'll hand it off. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
How about the call here? They go with the screen on third down and short. You don't see that called very often. They're not able to even complete the pass, so no chance at a conversion. So we got fourth and short.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And they'll just down it right here. Penn State offense is back out on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Defense is coming after him. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
This is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking to throw. It's Allen. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Catch made inside the 10. Touchdown, Penn State. This offense cannot be stopped.
What a score by this offense. And the greatest thing, Chris, is they still left themselves with a little bit of time. And now you're thinking an onside kick, if they can recover it, you never know.
And the extra point gets them within 3, 31-28. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Oh, and the onside kick works to perfection. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They're going to run it. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense better start adjusting and realizing the RPO is coming at them. Feels like they're just sitting back, worried about the potential big play through the air. Meanwhile, this offense is running the ball right down their throat.
First down, looking to throw the football. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on first down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's third down and 7. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. And he's got it again. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
But, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
First and goal, handoff. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. They test the middle there, but get nothing. And the defense stops the clock for the timeout. 29 seconds left. Urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. Handoff to the back. He's swarmed by the defense. And the defense stops the clock with a timeout. 24 seconds remaining.
Well, Chris, they come up short of the goal line here, but they've got to still consider going for it. You could try to punch it in from the 2, or I'm sure they've got a couple good handful of two-point conversion plays that they could use for this kind of situation. Let's see what they could dial up.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
I think they completely caught this defense off guard. Fourth down and goal, I think everybody thinks the quarterback's going to have the ability to run or throw, but instead they run the football in here, and they somehow get this touchdown.
Extra point, up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. Here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Lets it go quickly. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Chris, that second-tier defender, linebacker, sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw him. The quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the fourth. This kickoff team, let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Returner decides to fair catch this. First down here for this offense. Back to pass. It's Allen. Pressure is coming. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Out past the 30. Inside the 10. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Now the try for 2. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. The pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete. They tried for the consolation 2-point try, but this game is over. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another